So now that we have connected to some physical devices in the field, let's talk about how we can use Garibaldi Pro to push and pull some links and parameter configurations between those physical units and the program. So I'm going to select one of my ER6 CDs, and we're going to notice that if I expand it to take a look at its output, it doesn't show that it is linked to anything. I do actually have some items linked to my unit, but when you are just discovering a controller, all it's really bringing in is the base information, including the radio ID, firmware version, and does not include things like the custom parameters and any linked devices. So that's where right-clicking on the unit comes into play. You again have your option to identify that device. You can also remove all links to device if you're already at the point that you have links. You can download links, download settings, restore default settings, upload links and settings, send a learn command, or delete the device. So when we're talking about downloading links, that is just pulling in every item that it is linked to, versus downloading settings is downloading the parameters that it has programmed. Restoring default settings will just wipe everything, including no more links. It's going to put all the settings to what their default values are. Upload links and settings will take whatever's in the program and push it to the device. Send learn command will put it into learn mode, and deleting the device will delete the device. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and download links. It's going to check to see what is in the link table for that particular unit. Again, this can take a little bit of time just because we've got a lot of data going back and forth. So you'll notice that it says we have one link identified to a device that we already know about, and that is our PTM365. And it's also got a link to an unknown device with an equipment profile and that device's radio ID. So we're going to hit the check mark for OK. And you will see that this changes from red to green, saying that we are indeed linked. So you'll see over here the PTM365 is linked as well, and if you expand it, it's going to show you that green link too. Additionally, if we come back to look at the ER6 CD, and we right-click and choose to download settings, we can pull in what the parameters are. And right now, when we look at this list, everything I know is set to default because none of these items are listed in bold text. So if I go into Telegram repeater and the default value is disabled and the current value is disabled, I can change to single hop or dual hop, and when I click to apply, that field becomes bold. When you are changing your parameters in here, the thing to note is that you A, have to apply the setting to make it save in the project, and B, when you apply and have it in here, that is not automatically getting pushed to the unit itself. That's where you have to right-click on the unit and choose to upload links and settings. At this time, you don't have two separate options for uploading links versus settings like you do for download, so do be aware of that. Likewise, if you restore default settings on the controller, it only does it in the actual program. It does not do it to the physical device. You would then have to also upload again. So be aware that what you do in your project does not automatically go to any of your equipment, just because that's going to be a lot of traffic going back constantly, and so you don't want to bog it all down. So in this case, I can now remove all links to device. I'm going to go ahead and remove, and you'll notice that these become red again. I've made my change to the Telegram repeater, and just as a show, we're going to go ahead and upload. And you'll notice writing link table. In this case, that means that it is wiping the link table to get rid of everyone. And then writing operating settings and validating them. Those are your parameters. And now at this point, once that has been done, I know that my object in the field has taken this and it is currently matching what we have. So if I were to right click again and choose to download our links and download our settings, it would be the same that I currently see in here at this point. You can right click on a control device, like your switch in this case, or a sensor, but you don't have the ability to choose any of these. They're all grayed out. The only option that you have for quote-unquote configuring this is to delete it.